The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Baylor Bears, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Houston Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they pick up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. The Bears in the hurry up.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They'll go to the air. Takes the easy one to the back. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gives it on the option. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Wants to go up top. A little release to the back. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. Turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the tremendous field position.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
This is field position that you dream of. Yeah, I'll take it on the 2. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Houston! Ho!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got his man. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. The Bears headed quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
And the Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. The Bears are rolling down the field.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Off play action. He's got the back in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Looking to throw. Running into the open space. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Bears are threatening in the red zone. Gives it on the option. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. A very productive play on 1st down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. Trying to barge in. Touchdown, Bears! Great job by the back on the option. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Anderson wants to throw. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They don't believe their kicker can roll double nickels with that 55-yarder, so they'll leave the offense out there on 4th down. down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cougars.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the tailback. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Out of the backfield, he's open. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Makes the quick grab. Still on his feet at the 25. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Oh, he makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Houston wants to play fast. Wants to adjust the pattern. Anderson will throw. Pulls it in. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Fires to the wideout. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
he's going to remember that one for sure, man. He did a nice job getting outside the pocket, but at that point now, he's got to be on high alert. He knows this defense is going to be coming flying at him. He'll be doing a better job sliding or running out of bounds the next time that happens in this game. I guarantee you that.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll give it to him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
It'll be 3rd and long. Anderson wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. On the move at the 30. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that first down marker. Gives it to the back on the draw. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Bears moving quickly to the line. They're going to ride this running back. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Williams. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. They'll leave it with him. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
To the air on 2nd down. Gets it to the back. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Rides the back on the option to give. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Bears want to pick up the tempo. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
All right, offense, it's got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play, giving up a sack.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Power football with the run. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Florida is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 21 over Texas A&M. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This drive will open from the 15. Anderson will throw. Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's glass. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time he's got it. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Lost to throw again. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. It's caught. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Didn't even consider running the punter out there, going for it. 4th and long from the 48. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they're able to get him down. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. They'll try the run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Bears will hustle to the line. Trying to move them on the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Using his feet. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And it slipped through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's second and long. He might want another play. They'll send the back in motion. Anderson wants to throw. He's got him. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Houston going up tempo. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Zips it out to his man. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They'll run it from the gun. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Got his man out of the backfield. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. They'll throw it from the red zone. Working that left side now. He'll step out of bounds at the 11. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to the running back, and he's making plays.
He'll try to pop the draw. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Houston! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Off the play fake on first down. On the run, still looking. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Bears want to move quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They'll run the counter. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The Bears really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice...
He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it, make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Rides the back and leaves it. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Bears are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The Bears had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Now on the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Out of the shotgun on third down. Got it! They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. He was doing everything he could. Got away from one guy, but not that next one, and he came up short.
Yeah, he needed a few more extra efforts to find a way to make that happen. Nice catch. Nice job breaking the first tackle, but couldn't get rid of the next guy and get that extra yardage needed for the first down.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Florida is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Gainesville for some time. They're up by 21 over Texas A&M. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Sends it back in motion. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
The play action fake. Got it behind the line. It's Wiley. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Anderson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41. That's the good game there.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Back to pass. They're working that left side. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. He wants to change this route. To the air on first down. Throwing right. Makes the grab. A huge pickup on this play. They finally get him out of bounds, and that is some kind of way to wrap up the third quarter. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Getting aggressive here and going for two. Anderson wants to throw. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. He'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Bears come to the line in the hurry-up.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start.
There he goes. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Gives it on the option. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run it from the gun. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Gives it on the option. Nice move to keep running. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. And the Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Running the red zone, it's Turner. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Trying play action. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the defense is there to stop him short of the 1st down.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the 1st down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up 4th.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense comes onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David, if they can add to it on this
definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Anderson will throw. Using the quick game. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Leaves it with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Hits a seam wide. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Anderson wants to throw. It's complete to the left. He makes it into the end zone for the 2, but there is a penalty flag where they often call holding. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And here comes the Bear offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Looking for a crease. It's Turner. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. The Bears want to crank the tempo.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And the Bears can really attack on this second and short.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here comes the heat. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual-threat quarterbacks. You're seeing 2 great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys. It's been the big story so far.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds. The Bears back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Caught in the backfield. It's Collier. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He's got it on the run. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
And they'll come to the line and try to draw it a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. On the move. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. A field goal is not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Fires into the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuffed.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Get set, get set.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
And guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the 1st down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. They go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to throw on 1st down. Scrambling away. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. What a show both of these teams put